Welcome to Finance Perception. Today, we're diving into a topic that many people overlook or don't realize is quietly sabotaging their financial future: your spending habits. It's easy to blame external factors for financial struggles, but more often than not, it's the small daily spending choices we make that add up over time. In this video, we'll uncover how your habits might be holding you back, and most importantly, how you can break free from them to secure a brighter, more financially stable future. Let's get started and take control of your financial destiny. How your spending habits are killing your financial future. The unseen danger lurking in your wallet. Every choice we make has a cost. But some costs are invisible, hidden, waiting to strike. You think you're buying convenience, happiness, or success, but what if I told you? Every dollar spent without purpose is silently robbing you of something much greater. Today, we unravel the secrets hidden in your spending habits. Piece by piece, we'll uncover how these habits are not just draining your wallet, but jeopardizing something far more valuable: your financial future. Stay with me as we peel back the layers one by one. Chapter 1. The brain's hidden addiction to spending. Let's start with the first piece of the story: the human brain. Here's a startling truth. It's not the big expenses that ruin most people. It's the small, unnoticed habits. Did you know that every time you buy something, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical triggered by things like chocolate, social media likes, and even gambling? Neuroeconomics expert Dr. Paul Zak explains, spending is a biologically rewarding activity. It feels good temporarily, but there's a catch. This burst of happiness is short-lived. Soon, the high fades, leaving you craving your next hit. Behavioral scientists call this the hedonic treadmill. No matter how much we buy, we adapt quickly and start craving the next thing. It's a never-ending cycle. As author Morgan Housel wisely stated in The Psychology of Money, spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. According to behavioral economist Dan Ariely, we are predictably irrational. We buy emotionally and justify logically. Think about the last time you bought something you didn't really need. Maybe an expensive gadget or trendy outfit. Remember the rush of excitement. And now, where is that item? Forgotten in a drawer, but the bill? That remains. The problem is this: the more you indulge, the more you reinforce a dangerous cycle. What starts as a harmless habit soon becomes an invisible addiction. But why does this matter? We'll get to that soon. For now, let's look at how society pushes you further into this trap. Chapter 2. The invisible hand of social pressure. Why do we buy things we don't need? From childhood, we're taught that success equals consumption. Advertisers spend billions crafting messages that tell us, "You're not enough unless you buy this." The next piece of the story lies in our environment. Every day, you're bombarded by messages designed to make you spend. Ads, influencers, limited time offers. But it's not just marketing. Psychologist Dr. Sherry Turkle explains, humans are social creatures, and much of what we buy is rooted in a need for connection and validation. 1. Social media's role. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok thrive on showcasing curated, extravagant lifestyles. Whether it's a friend showing off their latest gadget or an influencer unveiling a luxury car, you feel a subtle pressure to keep up, even if it's not conscious. 2. The scarcity effect. Ever heard phrases like "only 2 left" or "offer ends today"? These tactics play on your fear of missing out, triggering urgency and irrational spending. 3. The illusion of control. Many people spend because it gives them a sense of control, especially during times of stress or uncertainty. Retail therapy isn't just a cliche. It's a coping mechanism for emotional discomfort. As behavioral economist Dan Ariely puts it, we don't make decisions in isolation. Our choices are heavily influenced by the people and cues around us. But the story doesn't end here. There's a deeper cost to this invisible pressure. Chapter 3: The hidden cost of every dollar you spend. What if I told you every dollar you spend today comes with a hidden price tag? A price that doesn't reveal itself until years later. Let's break it down. 1. The debt spiral. Small, seemingly harmless expenses add up. Before you know it, you're spending more than you earn. To bridge the gap, you rely on credit cards or loans. And what happens next? High-interest debt traps you in a cycle that's hard to escape. 2. The opportunity cost. Every dollar you spend on unnecessary items is a dollar that could have been invested. Over time, this lost opportunity compounds into an invisible gap, a gap that could have been the difference between financial freedom and financial stress. Warren Buffett warns us, do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine you spend $5 daily on coffee. Over a year, that's $1,825. But if you invested that same amount annually with a 10% return, in 20 years, you'd have over $115,000. That's the true cost of your daily latte. The next piece of the story is this. Why do so many people continue down this path, even when they know it's harmful? Chapter 4: The emotional triggers behind overspending. Most bad spending habits aren't logical. They're emotional. Here are the main triggers. 1. Stress and anxiety. Many people spend as a way to escape negative emotions. Buying something new offers a temporary distraction, but it doesn't address the root cause. As Tony Robbins says, the quality of your life is the quality of your emotions. Until you manage your emotions, your financial habits won't improve. 2. Fear of missing out. Limited time offers, flash sales, and social media make us feel like we'll miss out if we don't buy now. 3. Rewarding yourself. Many people justify spending as a reward for hard work. While treating yourself occasionally is fine, it's dangerous when it becomes a regular excuse. Author James Clear, in Atomic Habits, explains, every habit has a cue, a routine, and a reward. Understanding your triggers is the key to breaking bad habits. This leads us to the next revelation. How can you fight back against these emotional traps? Chapter 5: Breaking the Chains of Overspending. Samuel Johnson said, "The chains of habit are too light to be felt, until they are too heavy to be broken." Now that you understand why you spend, let's talk about how to stop. Here are actionable steps to break the cycle of destructive spending. 1. Conduct a financial audit. Start by tracking every single dollar you spend for a month. You might be shocked to discover where your money is actually going. 2. Prioritize needs over wants. When tempted to buy something, ask yourself, do I need this or do I just want it? Will this purchase add long-term value to my life? 3. Follow the master of delayed gratification. Warren Buffett's rule. Buffett advises, do not save what is left after spending. Ye spend what is left after saving. In other words, pay yourself first. Set aside money for investments and savings before you spend a dime on non-essentials. This rule forces you to invest in your future before indulging in the present. Thaw. Create a spending freeze. Challenge yourself to go 30 days without buying anything non-essential. This reset helps you differentiate between wants and needs. 5. Use the 24-hour rule. Whenever you're tempted to make an impulse purchase, wait 24 hours. Often, the desire fades once the emotional trigger passes. As Morgan Housel says, spending less is the most powerful financial decision you can make because it gives you control over your future. 6. Use the envelope system. Allocate cash for specific expenses like groceries, entertainment, and dining out. Once the envelope is empty, you're done spending. 7. Surround yourself with frugal role models. Your environment influences your habits. Spend time with people who value financial discipline, not material excess. 8. Budget with purpose. A budget isn't just about limiting spending. It's about giving every dollar a job. Allocate a portion of your income to savings, especially investing. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, emphasizes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Your budget is your system." But there's more. Breaking free isn't just about saving. It's about investing in your future. Chapter 6. Investing. The final chapter. Here's the final revelation. The money you save by controlling your spending isn't just for emergencies, it's the key to building wealth. Watch our video on science behind building wealth. Let's get back to the topic. 1. Start small. You don't need a fortune to begin. Start with what you can, even if it's just $100 or $200 a month. 2. Harness compounding. Investing consistently over time allows your money to grow exponentially. Warren Buffett reminds us, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Let's say you start saving $300 per month. In 1 year, that's $3,600 saved. But the real power comes from investing that money, instead of letting it sit in your bank account. Assume you're able to invest your $3,600 saving into a portfolio with a 5% monthly return. Here's how it compounds. After 1 year, your $3,600 investment with 5% monthly return with compounding, your total would be around $4,649. This includes the profit earned each month. After 5 years, your investment would grow to about $47,750. And after 10 years, it would rise to $203,243. After 20 years, that investment would be worth $3.2 million. That's the power of small sacrifices today for massive rewards tomorrow. Your financial freedom awaits. Every chapter in this story leads to one final truth. Your financial future isn't decided by luck. It's decided by your habits. Each dollar saved and invested today is a step toward freedom. Every impulse purchase resisted is a victory over a system designed to keep you broke. The choice is yours. Will you continue letting bad spending habits control your life? Or will you take the reins and secure the future you deserve? Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video and learned something new, give it a thumbs up twice if you can. It helps us reach more people who are eager to take charge of their financial future. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.